Okay, so it's time to do CR3. And before we get into the map itself, this is the first map that I've done actually quite a bit of testing on. Because I knew that my first iteration of a build going into this would not really... it wouldn't be good enough, and it would take quite a bit of optimizing to get a nice build. And, you know, pretty much every episode so far, the builds that I've used have been very experimental, like not much testing, and what I usually do is optimize it a bit afterwards and then put a DD planner link in the description that's more up to date, with a better build. But this time like I said, I've come up with what I think is going to be a pretty nice build. And for CR3, the waves themselves aren't really that big of an issue. It's the boss that's a pain, right? Because, throughout the boss fight, you have demon lords spawning in, that can do a lot of damage to your towers. So you want to have a robust setup to survive all of that, basically. And there can be some complications with the Kraken, where it sometimes goes after your towers instead of you, so you want to sort of minimize the damage that can cause. So what I've come up with seems pretty reliable, and yeah. So I've gone ahead and done that. Let's just go over hero stats real quick. They haven't changed at all, and we won't even be using LTs or minions at all for this build, so it's just going to be these these three heroes: Hermit, Eevee, and Auras. So every core is going to get, well, every core apart from the middle one is going to get a full aura stack. I want to put this further back here. And then the top, or the middle crystal is just going to get a strength drain and a healing aura. And we get some buff beams down. Let's see, where is that? Do that. So the idea here is that I'm going to be placing seed bomb towers as far out of reach as possible, or a decent amount out of reach, to where they don't get damaged, or it minimizes the damage that they take. And then I'll be placing golems as a distraction further out. So here, I'm going to place a seed bomb tower, because you can get some mobs that aggro up to this core, and since there's nothing else here that's going to damage them, then yeah, you kind of need something there. And then we do 3 seed bomb towers on every buff beam, and a golem. And for here, I'm going to place a golem and a pylon. The pylon here is specifically for the Kraken. That's going to help keep the golem alive a lot longer if the Kraken decides to go for that golem. So I think I need to be up there to place these. Yeah. And then for here, place a golem like that. And for down here, I'm gonna do a pylon as well, because from my experience, it feels like the demon lord that spawns in most often is down here. So that's where I'm going to place that. That's to obviously minimize the damage that golem takes from the demon lord. Over here, the golem needs to be far enough away from the crystal so that ogres don't clobber the crystal when they swing at the golem. And then I think I have to be standing up there as well for this one. And there we go, that's all the DU. So once we got all the buff beams upgraded, basically, just gonna turn on the aura now and get everything else upgraded. You could probably do something else with that. Wait, how much DU are the pylons? 6? No, 5. Yeah, so you could do something else with that 5 DU instead of putting a pylon south. But I couldn't really come up with anything better than that, so... that's what I went with. Now, obviously, this isn't going to be a very fast build, but it should be decent for how safe it's going to be. At least that's the plan. I think a lot like the CR2 build, this one really doesn't need the seed bomb towers to be upgraded that much. So if you're really lazy, you could probably get away with not bothering. But I mean, if it's your first clear, then, you know, you want it to be as optimized as possible. If I had a Jester upgrader set up, I would probably do it with that instead of Adept, because I don't know, Adept isn't really, doesn't feel that good when you have a ton of different spots to upgrade. Plus you can be wheeling as well. Okay, that's everything upgraded over here. Just got one more seed bomb tower there, and then it's north, not north, south core will be finished. Oh, never mind, there's one more. These waves are actually faster than I thought they would be. Okay, now that's everything upgraded. I think it's just this spot over here now. Nice. That's everything apart from the auras in the middle. Yeah, let's see. Does that seed bomb tower take care of them? Or is it just... Oh, I did it. I thought it was not shooting for a second there. And that's the auras done. That's basically everything. So I think at this point I'll switch over to my Jester so then I can be wheeling. Get these waves a bit quicker. Just gotta remember not to G on wave 18. Gonna be doing this on my DPS monk, of course. Haven't got anything new for it, and I would, even if I did, I think I would just still use the same items I have. The honey spear and the little wizard. The theme that plays on these maps, I used to think was really bad, but I actually don't mind it that much anymore. Maybe I've just been conditioned to it by how much I've heard it recently. But yeah, it's kind of starting to grow on me. Not gonna lie, I expected that ogre to die a bit faster than it did. So yeah, here's the DPS. Should have specced my points into damage, I think, but oh well. I think I'm just gonna run around and have tower boost on to keep the auras topped up on health. Okay, so it seems like these C-bomb towers probably getting hit by the ogre projectile. The nice thing about the Crystalline Goblin Copters is it seems like they don't have the effect where when they die, you know, they fall and crash to the ground and cause a massive explosion. So you don't have to worry about standing underneath them when they die. Alright, here we go. So, boss can go one of two directions here. It can go around this way or this way. And the good direction is this way because it's the closest so that the little wizard can hit it. And it is going that way. Very nice. As you can see here, we're getting a lot of damage uptime with the wizard. There we go, you get the Kraken to spawn. Ah, there is a Demon Lord alive though, so we need to phase this Kraken really quickly. Ah, and yeah, it went after the... Okay, I'm gonna go down there and kill it. Or try to at least. Okay, and I guess I'm gonna have to fight the Kraken. No, I'm gonna go back up. No. Don't. Okay, good. Yeah, that was a bit sketchy there. That could have gone badly. Okay, we got Hero Boost back up. This is... No Demon Lord on screen. Should kill the Kraken here. Let's refill on mana. Nice, he's going the good direction so we can hit him with the little wizard. Yeah, that should be GG easily. And there we go. So we did even get a bad Demon Lord spawn there, and it worked out pretty well. And of course, we don't get anything good. Why would we? So yeah, that is CR3. And next up, CR4. Considerably more fun than any of the other CR maps. So... that one should be pretty fun. And maybe not easier, but definitely less stressful. So yeah, I'll see you next time for CR4.